All right. Hey, day 2, life lesson number 2. Here we go. Let's dive right in. Big doors swing on little hinges. That is actually a quote by W. Clement Stone that I heard years and years and years ago. And what that is signifying is it's the small things that we do that open the big doors in our life, right? And I love the simplicity of just the illustration of it being just a door, right? It's just a door, but without the little hinge, it doesn't function, right? It wouldn't be useful without the hinge. and it's a very small detail that's hidden behind the main attraction, right? So what a powerful moment when you actually understand and when you actually realize the power of that. So you see just looking at social media, looking through everything that I know, we celebrate the really big things, the obvious things in life. However, we tend to forget the little things that actually swing the door open to get to those big things, right? So I believe understanding this concept is extremely, extremely valuable. And I believe it's simply realizing that every great accomplishment occurs one small step at a time. And that's all, right? Don't overcomplicate it. It's one small step at a time. So can we shift? The question is, can we shift our understanding that progress is nothing more than the ability to break down big things into a bunch of small things, right? These small, manageable pieces every day, day in, day out, that become the stepping stones, that becomes the hinges to the big door, right? To achieving what you want to achieve. So some examples, let's dive in. Some examples, and I know starting your day is very important. So when I wake up early. I don't lay in bed. I wake up, boom, I'm up. I don't lay in bed. I don't contemplate getting up because I already know I'm starting off on the wrong foot. So I get up because I have noticed that when I do get up and I don't lay around, I am more productive. I'm generally happier throughout the day as well. These are all things I know because I make little jots throughout the day. So when I don't lay in bed, I am more productive and I'm generally happier throughout the day. A hinge for me is to wake up early. If that's at 3:40 a.m., as of recently, or if it's at 5 a.m., doesn't matter, whatever it may be, it's not 8 a.m. The difference between 5 a.m. and 8 a.m. for me isn't 3 hours, right? That's not the value. The value is the momentum that is created during that time, during that quiet time when nobody else is awake, right? It's getting my first win in before anyone else. I always strive to be a person where everyone else has to play catch up. I wake up and I read something immediately. I read something that grows me. I go through some I am statements, right? What I'm grateful for. I usually work out. I'll stretch if I'm not working out that day. I'll meditate as well if it's a rest day, blah, blah, blah. So those are things that I do. 3 hours later, when someone else, the rest of the world gets up, they now have to play catch up to me. So that's a hinge. To me, it's mediocrity versus growth, right? That's one of my hinges. I'm not saying that has to be a hinge for you. I'm just sharing that it's one of my hinges, right? Something I will wholeheartedly get behind and something that I practice every single morning that I wake up is for the first hour, I'm not on my phone. For the first hour, not on your phone. Why? What is already attached to us, right? All day. It's important to carve out time away from that. And even more important that it's the first bit of time when you wake up. You see, the first 20 to 30 minutes of being awake is when your conscious and subconscious mind are closer than they will ever be, right? We have 5 brain stages: delta, theta, alpha, beta, and gamma. When you wake up, you are in the theta and alpha state. And it's crucial for creativity. It's crucial for mental coordination. It's crucial for mind-body integration. It's crucial for learning. Those are your 2 states that are most crucial for that. And I don't want to risk what's on social media to start my day in the wrong direction, right? while I'm in that such fragile state. So what it's doing, unfortunately, and if you don't know this, what it's doing is it's slowly training our minds to be distracted, slowly training our minds to always be responding to others, to slowly training our minds to compare life with what we see on Instagram, or insert whatever social media platform, Facebook, whatever it may be, right? It's training us to be reactive, that one text comes through, and that one email comes through, that one social media post, and next thing you know, you're in a bad mood for the rest of the day, right? So you are so impressionable during that stage, first thing in the morning, and it is so much more powerful than you think, right? So my recommendation, carve out time away from your phone first thing in the morning. So win the morning, right? In other words, win the morning. Get up immediately. Don't look at your phone for the first hour, for the first 30 minutes. Start somewhere. If you can't do an hour because of other unforeseen kids or work or blah, 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 start somewhere, right? On the contrary of that as well, I also try not to have my phone with me for the last hour of the day either. So this is one major example of an important hinge that has had tremendous results and that has breeded nothing but awareness because of it. So the goal isn't for me to tell you how to run your day. That's not the goal of this. The goal is for me to realize, to help you realize and start thinking, what small hinges can you do every day that will move the big door, right? To name off a few, I don't know, just to name some to spark your own creative thoughts. Maybe it's, I'm looking outside right now, maybe it's taking a walk every day outside. I see literally 3 or 4 people walking right now. I live right off the main street. So maybe it's taking a walk every day outside, right? Being one with nature. Maybe it's saying one small thing of value to a stranger or to someone every day. Hey, I like your shoes. Hey, you got a wonderful smile. We can't see smiles anymore. It's a bad example. Journaling with smiling. Maybe it's smiling back at yourself in the mirror every day, because you don't ever see those smiles anymore. Maybe it's carrying a water bottle with you because you're dehydrated, so you just want to carry a water bottle with you every day. Maybe it's committing to always giving another 0.1 effort when the coach calls for it, right? Maybe it's adding the 5 pounds to the weight that you initially wanted to grab. Instead of grabbing that 20, you know what? I committed, I'm going to grab the 25. So I encourage you to think about what it is that you are trying to accomplish, and then let's break it down to some small things, to some small hinges that will eventually swing the big door open, right? Remember, you don't get to substantial results without mastering the pieces that create the foundation, right? So tomorrow's personal life lesson is run in the rain. I don't want to rant any longer. The last video was too long. So tomorrow I'll see you and we'll talk about run in the rain. See you tomorrow. Peace.